investors? What's happening in Phoenix?
Great question, man. I think.
And what's driving?
Yeah. So the big talking point so far in Phoenix, and I've only been down there for 4 months, and I'm trying to devote as much time as I can to it. But really, I have one acquisitions manager down there, and he's kind of off doing his own thing a lot of the time, just trying to work the leads and stuff that we're sending him. But I would say to like summarize the real estate market across all markets right now is it's just extremely active. I'm seeing like brand new people to real estate who know nothing make up a huge demographic of the current like just activity in the real estate industry in general, on a scale that I've never seen before. I think there's just a lot of new money. I think there's a lot of new money hitting the real estate industry as a whole because it's been sitting on the fence, and now with as much activity, it's just super active. I think that there's buyers, that there's sellers. Yeah, inventory is extremely low across the board, but just as a whole, I think, and you might be able to, you guys probably relate to this, but I think it's just active. That's the only word that I have for it, really. It's the same in Seattle. It's probably the 1 or number 2 market in the nation, and so as far as activity goes, that's just insane over there. Speculative investing, multiple, like over 20 offers per property, and they're like selling for $100,000 or more over asking price. Coming up with cash if it doesn't appraise, just to cover the difference. And they're seeing 20 to 22% appreciation on a market that's median sales price is over $600,000. So that's a ton of just equity that's being fabricated out, and all of that equity is just it's a byproduct of group psychology. So really all it is, and economics. It's a supply and demand, and so like also so going back to Phoenix, I'm seeing that every market is trying to adjust to the inventory crunch in their own ways. They've got pressure from regulatory bureaus within each individual city. They've got different lending requirements and guidelines within each city, and then also the new construction and new developments they were just, along with the construction industry, they were demolished through the recession. A lot of new builders and a lot of lending programs for new construction just evaporated when the market shifted in 2008. And we're just kind of seeing a reverb effect of that. Like the pendulum just keeps sliding back and forth. And right now we went from an extreme buyer's market to an extreme seller's market, and it's like the pendulum just pegged and then pegged the opposite direction almost overnight, about 18 months ago. So I mean that's the summary for every market. Phoenix is no different, except that Phoenix, everybody down there is talking. It's the real estate investor guru capital of the world, And Nathan, you were quick to highlight that for me when I told you that I just dropped into Phoenix. What? Why? That's all the gurus are down there. But Phoenix is there. Everybody's talking about it potentially doubling in size over the next 5 to 10 years. Like the population growth down there, and the inventory crunch, and just the overall activity. Like it's just super active. I don't know what else to say. It's just nuts.